Hello, this is Chef Tovia. Today, simply Sara and I are doing an all-American collaboration. So stop by her channel. She's making some delicious burgers. Meantime, today I will be making fried chicken, biscuits, and gravy. So let's go ahead and start this recipe. Okay, for the fried chicken I have here, this is about 5 pounds of chicken here. I just had a whole fry that I cut up. So first we're going to need is 1.5 tablespoons of kosher salt. I know this seems like a lot, but this is like 5.5 pounds of a heaping tablespoon of paprika. I love paprika. A tablespoon of onion powder. Half a tablespoon of garlic powder. Half a tablespoon, not too much because it's very potent. Half a tablespoon of black pepper. A teaspoon of parsley. Finally, 2 teaspoons of ground oregano. I know it's a lot of spices. We're going to give this a mix together. Let this sit for about 4 hours. Meanwhile, we're going to prepare our biscuits. So this is 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter. I'm just kind of cutting it up a little bit. And I'm going to stick this in the freezer. Let this get really, really cold, okay? And I also have a cup of buttermilk that I got in the freezer. Let it get really cold. So I have here 2 cups of all-purpose flour. This is a tablespoon of baking powder. A 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. We're sifting this just to make sure we don't have any chunks of baking soda and baking powder. A tablespoon of sugar. You don't have to sift the sugar unless your sugar has lumps. Teaspoon of salt. Remember, we're using unsalted butter. So, teaspoon of salt. We are going to whisk all that together. See how sifting takes care of the big pieces of stuff. So, we're going to whisk all those dry ingredients together. Butter. I don't know if you can hear that, but it's frozen solid. And that was why I kind of cut it up coarsely to make it easier. So use your fingers and just begin to work the butter through the flour. Okay, we're going to just pick up the pieces of butter and press it together into the flour. The reason why we want the butter to be cold is when the heat from the oven hit the butter, it'll evaporate and it'll create little pockets, and that's what makes the biscuits so light and fluffy. Okay, so see, it's becoming easier now because it's still cold, but it's not so firm because we've broken it down. I'm using real buttermilk. Substitute buttermilk will work, which is just the regular milk with a little bit of lemon juice or vinegar. Couple teaspoons of lemon juice or vinegar. Mix it into the milk and let it sit for a few minutes and it'll clump up. But although it's a substitute, it's not real buttermilk that way. Buttermilk, if you use real buttermilk, you'll have better results. So I have my icy cold buttermilk. I'm going to pour almost all of it in, okay? This is a cup. So I'm going to leave about 1/4 cup in there. So you can see it's 1/4 cup in here still. And just Mix everything until it's moistened. Okay. I'm going to add just a little bit more of the buttermilk, not all of it, maybe 2 more tablespoons. Okay, I'm going to put this into the surface here. I'm just going to press everything together. Now, so see, my dough is nice and sticky here, so that means it's also nice and moist. So I'm just going to add like a tablespoon of flour onto my surface here. Sprinkle just a very light coating of flour on top. Roll this out. See all these little peas of butter? Oh, this is going to be nice. So this is about a quarter inch thick. I'm using say this is like a 3-inch cutter, let's say. These are going to be pretty large biscuits. So, close as edge as possible, press it down. So I have this round tin here, round cake tin. I'm going to put my biscuits in here. Roll up the rest of the dough and cut it the same way. So I got 8 biscuits. So I'm going to stick this in the refrigerator and let this chill. Okay, so this is the beginning, next step for the fried chicken. Have a cup of flour. Have a cup of water. Just whisk so it's smooth. Have a cup of water, have a cup of flour. Whisk it so it's smooth. Now we take our chicken, place it into that mixture. I'm going to cover this and let this sit while we mix together our flour. I'm heating up on the stove 2 quarts of oil. I'm using canola. And this is 2 cups of flour that I season with a teaspoon of pepper and a half a teaspoon of salt. I'm heating my oil to about 320 degrees. Chicken into the flour. And I'm going to place the chicken onto a cookie sheet. So spread all your chicken, put it onto a cookie sheet or to a tray or something. And let it sit for about 10 minutes. I'm going to place the chicken in the pot. Don't overcrowd your pot. So let's just try to keep the temperature between 315 degrees to 330. Just keep it balanced between that part. I'm going to fry this for a little bit and I'll be back. So it's been 3 minutes. I'm going to flip the chicken over and let this fry again for about another 5 minutes. And we're going to move it around again. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes and I'm going to rotate my chicken again. Look at that beautiful color that it's starting to get. So, cook this for another 5 minutes. We're going to cook this for like 20 minutes or so. The chicken breasts are going to get done first. So another 5 minutes. I'm going to take the temperature. It's been about 18 minutes total. Okay, my chicken's at 168 degrees. Well, 170. And another way you can tell your chicken is done is listen to the oil. As it gets more quiet in cooking, it means your meat's probably almost done or is done. Just take the temp 165 Fahrenheit. So fry the rest of your chicken the same way. Okay, before we make the gravy or our chicken's frying, my biscuit's been in the fridge for like an hour. So remember that buttermilk we didn't use all of? That little bit that we left back? I'm going to use that. It's like another 2 tablespoons here in this cup. Brush the tops of your biscuit down with it. So I'm going to put this in a preheated 400 degree oven, and it's going to bake for about 20 minutes. Okay, so I got 4 tablespoons of unsalted butter here that I'm melting in my pot. And I'm going to add onion that I cut up. So I'm going to keep this on about medium, and I'm going to cook this for about 5 to 8 minutes. I want the onions to just be brown and tender. Okay, so it's been about 6 minutes, and I'm going to just sprinkle over evenly. It's a half a cup of all-purpose flour. Stir it around. And we're just going to brown this. Okay, this is a roux. But the only difference is that my roux has onions in it. And it's almost as brown as I want it. Okay, so this is pretty much as brown as I want it to get. It's like I got about 2 cups of homemade chicken stock here. It's a little quick chicken stock that I made. I'll just break up my whisk real quick. Even though everything is brown, it should just come together smoothly. Now I'm going to add a little bit more water to this. Just, play around with it till you get your gravy as thick as you want it. I want it to be just a tad bit thinner. So I add a couple of tablespoons of water. Now all you have to do is just adjust this for seasonings, because my stock was perfect. Salt and pepper. I'm going to add a little bit more water because it's still a little too thick. I'm going to cover this and put this on low. And let this simmer for about 5 minutes before I serve it. Okay, I'm going to take the biscuits. Look at these biscuits in this circle pan. It's like a circle of magical. A circle full of magic. So I have some more unsalted butter. I know, Lord have mercy, right? Hey, this is a southern recipe. I don't ever really use that much butter at one time, but it doesn't hurt every once in a while. Rub the top down with butter. So I'm going to put all of this together and let you guys see what it looks like, what you hear, what it tastes like. So I'll be right back. Look at this beautiful plate of food. I hope you can see this really good. So I'm going to give this a taste test. I'm going to try the chicken first. I'm going to show you the chicken breast. Let's do the chicken breast. Look at that inside. Beautiful, beautiful. Juicy, tender, smells nice. Chicken is excellent. Nice crunch. Show you the inside of the biscuit here. Pull it apart. See how it's really fluffy and flaky? Oh my god, this biscuit smells amazing. Look at all those little spots of butter. Hopefully you can see that. Perfect crumb because we didn't over knead it. So I'm going to try the gravy. In the South, we take our biscuits and we sop it in gravy. So that's what I'm doing. The gravy got a little bit cool, but it's okay. Try the gravy. It's absolutely delicious. The biscuit is so soft, light, and buttery. The gravy is perfect. You can taste all the onions, plus all the good spices from the chicken stock that I made. But I will be posting a chicken stock recipe soon. And I know that I'm posting a lot of chicken recipes, but I'm kind of just building up a repertoire of recipes. So I will be moving to a different category soon. Okay, and I hope you guys try this recipe and enjoy it. Please give me a thumbs up. And please also, don't forget to check the social media websites below, and you'll find how to find me. And please do not forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and remember to send love through food. And let's do all we can to stop all bullying and abuse. Thank you for watching.